Hello, Melvin. How can I help you?
What can you tell me about Talon's past?
Not much. I suggest you ask Adamus. He knows everything about the history of the town. He probably can tell you the minute every brick was laid. He can tell you more than you ever wanted to know.
I met your granddaughter.
Yes, right. The poor thing. She's on vacation here and I can't spend much time with her. During the days I work in the town hall. At night, the curse prevents me from spending time with her. Ah, which reminds me, I had a present for her. A belated birthday present. It's a moon lamp. Too bad the lamp isn't charged because I didn't find the time to charge it after work. I can't give it to her like this. It would be great if you could take care of it.
I could charge the moon lamp for you. You just have to tell me how to do it.
Great. The lamp just has to be exposed to moonlight to charge it. It doesn't work here in town because it's too bright everywhere. Maybe you should try it outside of the town. The cemetery might be a good place to charge the lamp.
I'll come back later. The door to the town cellar is open. Maybe these are FPS games that were confiscated to protect the youth. Or the games are just stored away here because the kids don't know what to do with them. They don't have computers here. A jar of preserved tree carrots from Daphne. Allegedly, it was confiscated because the jam possibly has mutagenic characteristics. Excalibur's little brother. It was confiscated when it was illegally pulled out of the stone and someone declared his front yard a kingdom. The jug was probably confiscated because it's so kitschy. In my opinion, that's a little too gracious. I would simply throw it into the nearest gorge. The picture of Dorian Gray. Wow! World famous, and here it is. The owner of this suitcase obviously travelled a lot. On the coffee tin is a sticker saying, "Hands off, property of the graphic designers." I don't get it. There's a label reading, "Confiscated from the southern wall of the Golden Ox for illegal trade of alcoholic drinks in small bottles." Bureaucratic stuff I definitely won't bother with. I'm not really into retro music, but I can imagine that these record players are really hip around here. A terrible construction that was probably confiscated because of possible fire hazard. This is a mousetrap. Most likely it was Yorok who installed it. There's a little sign saying, "Cabinet ate its owner. Confiscation will end as soon as the owner appears again." Hey, the furniture in this world is a danger to the public, but at least it doesn't look like it has a few screws loose. Looks expensive and fragile. It has to be a Ming vase.
That's what it is. You can tell that by the sound it makes when you drop it. Wanna bet on it?
I can't look at this construction very long without feeling very, very uneasy. Why take a dirty tablecloth with me? That's the last thing I need in my inventory. A public announcement for the fireworks accompanying the monthly Town Curse festivities. Hocus announces the greatest pyromantic event since the illusionist meeting here.
Maybe Pyromaniac would be more fitting here.
There's more. Open fires in the area around the town hall cellar are strictly prohibited. Perhaps the firecrackers are stored there. Ashes to ashes was the slogan of Ignifaxius, the fire magician. Now his own lay in this very site. Here rests the nameless dragon slayer who fell in the fight against a colossal beast.
Bah, this dragon was only colossal for someone of my size, and it was only a merchant dragon anyway. It was barely a fight in the first place. They were simply negotiating over the knight's right to return goods in which there were obvious flaws. In other words, a massacre.
Fast Ferris was the greatest of all thieves until Father Death thieved away his life. Here lies Grumpy, the dwarf. He died of a broken heart after they shaved off his beard.
That's cruel. They castrated the dwarf.
The night herb has faded because it's bright daylight. You can tell by the name that the night herb doesn't get along with daylight. There's a lute carved into the tombstone. And it says, "To mock the king, Brenna rhymed a sonnet, but upon the second verse she was burned up like a comet." That is a very beautiful grave. These wonderfully glowing flowers seem to be magical, but there's no stone on it. I wonder who lies there. I can't pick this flower. It's too big, and the nectar will surely drip out if I carry it around. Okay, I pick the St. John's wort and take it with me. It works! The moon lamp is charged.
Would you keep your hands off that? There's fish in this newspaper.
Please, I would like to have this newspaper.
Fight your materialistic desires, young man. Don't you know they're just artificially stimulated demands anyway? What I'm saying is, first, you don't need this newspaper. Second, you don't have to steal it. Just wait until I unpack the fish.
When will that be?
When I fry it. And this generally happens when a guest orders it. What do you want with this old newspaper, anyway? All it's good for is packaging. What's up, Melvin? I don't have time for you because my existence is defined by ritual actions performed in the service of my customers.
Are you also affected by the curse?
A curse? Can such a thing exist? All that remains is a fate whose outcome alone is fatal. Outside of that single fatality of death, everything, joy or happiness, is liberty. A world remains of which man is the sole master.
Well, I am glad. And business is good?
Sure, but apart from that, I'm also cursed. Every night I write down existentialist observations, but the next night I find all my notes shredded to pieces in the trash. Seems that I'm a rather superficial person during the day.
See you later.
Change in politics to be expected. King Arthur rams Excalibur in a rock. Interview on page 4. Hey dude, go away. Can't you see I'm working here?
Why do you sell papers?
Man, I need money. These designer clothes I'm wearing cost a fortune.
Really? I thought you were wearing some patched up old rags there.
Yo, that's intentional. These clothes are from Schlong and Bong. That's as hip as it gets when it comes to brands. Everybody knows that.
How's the newspaper business?
Well, so-so. Today's headline's not super spectacular. Most people already knew that King Arthur had stuck his sword in the rock by mistake when the newspaper article came out.
Don't you know an exciting story about the town?
Forget about it. Talon's the most boring place in the world. Last week's top story in the local news was that the mill's open again. Can you think of anyone who would even be interested in that?
You really look tired.
Yeah, that's because I had my last cup of coffee 10 minutes ago.
It sounds like you're a caffeine addict. At your age.
Man, I really got hooked on the stuff. It all started with this coffee candy I always used to swipe from my ma. I started doing straight-up coffee soon after that, switched to cappuccino, and then to mega strong espresso. And I haven't had one yet today.
Here, have a cup of good, strong coffee.
Man, coffee! But there's a problem. Every time I drink coffee, I have to take a leak, and if someone steals my papers, I'll lose my job.
I'll keep an eye on your papers while you're peeing.
Dude, that's cool. Thanks. See ya.
It is my responsibility and utterly important task to unremittingly and honestly guard this stack of newspapers. However, nobody will really notice if I take one paper with me.
Ah, you're still there, and my papers too. That's great. Hey dude, go away.
Have you heard any rumours?
Yo man, I'd really like to check out for myself if there's a secret passage out of the dungeon. I can't afford being imprisoned. Criminal conviction wouldn't look good on my resume.
See you. King Arthur put his sword in a rock, and now he's criticised by the noblemen. None of my business. The local section says that the mill is put into operation again. Allegedly, the flour is much better than the imported one. Well, those seem to be the headlines that make Talon go wild.
By the Talon Times, Talon's largest newspaper.
You got the mice to flee, and I guess I'm safe from other visitors as well. Thanks. Now I can only hope that this cat knows where it should sharpen its claws and where it shouldn't.
Are there any documents about the foundation of the town?
Oh yes, they exist. Unfortunately, there are very strict orders which forbid unauthorized persons to see them. And you're not authorized, I'm afraid.
Couldn't you make just one exception? You know what I mean. The mice and a favour and all that?
Oh no. I'm not allowed to do that, of course. We always strictly obey the orders. At least we make sure that we don't get caught if we don't do so, and the presence of certain persons might cause a substantial problem. No need to say that I can't tell you which persons I'm talking about.
Naturally, it's not easy to find someone in this crowd whose presence might be a problem. See you later.
Rock, the Talon Times report...
What do you want? Can't you see that I'm concentrating on my reading?
Yes. But...
No buts! Just leave me in peace!
Rock, the Talon Times report in detail. Rock, the Talon Times... It's incredible. Doesn't anybody have respect for me anymore? Is there no awareness of the threats that want to crush our town? I mean, just because the worst plague we've ever had was the raid on the magic shop 200 years ago, doesn't mean it'll stay so peaceful.
something wrong?
Now the councillors also stole the Scareguard's uniform. Another economy measure, I suppose. Now it really doesn't scare anybody anymore, and who's got to take the rap if someday danger is knocking at our doors? Poor old Waldo.
You're on guard without a break. And when do you have a chance to relax?
Well, hard to believe, isn't it? I do have an employment contract that commits me to 25 hours of work a day. I have to talk about that with the town council. I already drew a number from Yorog. I think it's 8899. Yorog says that if I'm lucky, my grandsons will get a payback. But let's change the subject. Otherwise, I'll get a headache.
See you later.
Nice that you stopped by again. Have you heard of my amazing incense stick special yet? You can help yourself while supplies last.
Do you know a means against the curse that transforms the town at night?
I don't know anything about that. It must be a very old magic. That's my only explanation. Of course, I tried to find out more about it, but it only made my crystal ball fall to pieces. I won't try it again without a magic glass insurance.
Do you at least know whether the curse is effective outside the town as well?
I guess it is. Steve hid in the woods one night. The day after, he found lots of chopped up bushes. So you see, there's no use in running away. The curse surrounds us.
Do you have incense sticks for sale?
Oh, that's not all. You can even take some for free. They are all brand new flavours. You have the choice between the smells: vomit, swamp stew, drowned body, or fried fish.
I guess I go for fried fish.
I see you're not keen on experimenting. I wasn't much like you at your age. I had a whole lot of trips back then, and some still aren't totally over. Here, take your incense sticks.
I just want to have a look around.
If you want to be left alone, then simply don't talk to me.
Well, boy, how can Upright Simon help you?
I hope you've got enough jobs to do.
Ha! You bet. I don't know whether you've heard about, but I'm sure you know Excalibur, King Arnold's sword.
That guy from California? Or do you mean Arthur? King Arthur.
Aye, right. This dweeb of a king has rammed his sword into a rock, and now it's stuck there and won't come out again. Can you imagine something like that? Who would ram his sword into a rock?
But what has that got to do with me?
A lot. Because King Arthur has sent me a messenger. In case they can't get his sword out of the rock, he ordered a new one from me. Are you listening, boy? A brand new Excalibur. As good as the old one, but with even more features.
Ah, some kind of Excalibur 2.0? That's a great job indeed. I'm glad you have so much work. I'll have to be off. So long. This incense stick stinks like fried fish. Ugh! This incense stick stinks like... Let's see how these things smell. I'll tell you the truth. I would only light these incense sticks if I wanted to get rid of visitors.
What have you got there, dude? Are these incense sticks?
Yeah, very special incense sticks. Smell them.
Well, that smells disgusting.
That didn't work.
The more I smell them, the more I like them. Hey, it's the smell of fried fish. I haven't eaten that for ages. Man, this stuff makes my mouth water.
Olaf has it on the menu today. What a coincidence.
Why didn't you tell me? Hey, Olaf, fried fish for me, please.
Okay, coming up. It will take a little while, but it's really fresh.
Hurry up, I'm starving.
First the incense sticks, and now this stinking newspaper. I'll stink like fish for the rest of my life. It says, Town Hall up in flames. The newspaper is completely crumpled. Would you iron this newspaper for me?
Well, all right. Give it to me. What do you want with such an old newspaper anyway?
I, need it for school. We're doing a project on the town history. Of course, I can't present a newspaper in class that's not been ironed.
Oh, these teachers. Always coming up with something else. When I was young, teachers didn't expect such superfluous bells and whistles. Here's your newspaper.
What do you want here, Shorty?
I just wanted to say hello.
Ah, don't waste my time. Time is money.
Buy the Talon Times and read the top story. King Arthur rams Excalibur in a rock. Hey, dude, go...
You really look tired.
Oh, yeah, you're right. I do need another swig. Man, I totally have to pee again. Can you keep an eye on my papers?
That will only work if Puppy doesn't give a damn for his headlines. Okay, the thought isn't that far-fetched. Let's try it.
Ah, you're still there. And my papers too. That's great.
Nothing happened while you were gone. You didn't miss out on anything.
OK, I have to move on. Did the headline change?
You think so? Nah, that can't be. It's probably because you drank too much coffee.
Phew, I hope not. Man, I need to sleep and stop drinking so much coffee. Town hall up in flames! Town hall up in flames!
What? This can't be true! Flames? The town hall is burning down! I must immediately...
Town hall up in flames! Town hall up in flames! Town hall up in flames! Town hall up in flames!
What can I do for you, young man?
Are there any documents about the foundation of the town?
Oh yes, they exist. Here, take these documents, but you may not leave the library with them.
See you later. It's a totally boring foundation statute. Power to the citizens, common welfare the most important aim, blah blah blah. That's what they all say.
Just read on.
Valerian, Pocus and Adamian are all praised as the great pioneers that discovered this extraordinary site for the town of Talon, and they are appointed as temporary councillors. The document is signed by 3 pioneers and by 2 speakers of the settlers' community, which arrived later.
That can't be all.
And there are these minutes. It says that the founders voted on the final location of the town. The first ballot ended in stalemate. Just a moment. A stalemate with 3 people? At the second ballot, they achieved a unanimous vote. I bet I'm on the track of a wicked falsification of history. There was a 4th founder, but it almost seems as if he was eliminated from history. There's just this one point where they seem to have forgotten to remove him. I bet the 4th has something to do with the curse.
You'll only find out if you travel through time. There's nothing better than live broadcasts.
Time travel?
Sure, you need someone to build you a time machine.
I want to bring back the town documents.
Thanks, I'll lock up the documents again. I hope they're not dog-eared after you've been using them.
See you later.